Lina was a little girl with quiet eyes and a tired smile. She lived at the edge of a small village, where the roads were dusty and the nights felt too long. Her mother had passed away when she was very young, and her father had been gone for years. No one knew where he had disappeared. Some said he had gone to find work. Others said he would never return. Lina stopped asking. She lived in a tiny clay house with a leaking roof and one broken window covered by an old cloth. When the wind blew at night, it whispered through the cracks like a lonely song. She had very little food, only 2 dresses, and a pair of worn sandals that barely held together. But every evening, before sleeping, Lina folded her hands and prayed. "Dear God," she would whisper, "I do not ask for riches. I only ask, please stay with me." The village people were not cruel to her every day, but kindness was rare. Some ignored her. Some used her for small tasks and gave her almost nothing in return. Still, Lina worked. She swept doorsteps, carried water, washed clothes by the river, and gathered firewood from the hills. One cold morning, the sky was gray and heavy. Lina had not eaten since the day before. Her stomach ached, but she still walked to the market square, hoping someone would offer her work. A woman named Mrs. Doran called her over. "You there," she said sharply. "Clean the back of my shop. Wash the baskets too. If you do it well, I may give you something." Lina nodded quickly and got to work. She scrubbed the stone floor, washed the baskets, carried spoiled vegetables away, and swept the whole yard until her hands were red and sore. Hours passed. The clouds grew darker. At last, Mrs. Doran came outside and handed Lina one small loaf of bread. "That is enough," she said. "Now go." Lina looked at the bread like it was gold. It was warm, fresh, and smelled better than anything she had touched in days. She thanked the woman softly and held it close as she began the long walk home. The road to her house passed through a quiet olive grove. The wind moved gently through the branches, and the world felt still for a moment. Lina sat on a stone beside the path and broke off a tiny piece of the bread. Before she could eat it, she heard a weak voice. "Child, please." Lina turned. A stranger was sitting beneath a tree nearby. He was an old traveler with dusty clothes, tired eyes, and trembling hands. Beside him lay a walking stick and a torn bag that looked completely empty. "Have you anything to spare?" he asked. "I have walked since yesterday. I have no strength left." Lina froze. The bread in her hand suddenly felt heavier. It was all she had. Her stomach twisted with hunger. Her body felt weak. For one small moment, she wanted to hide the loaf and pretend she had nothing. No one would know. No one would blame her. But then she remembered her mother's voice from long ago. Even the smallest kindness becomes large in God's hands. Lina looked at the old man again. He seemed close to tears. Slowly, she took a breath, broke the loaf in half, and placed the larger piece into his hands. "Here," she said gently. "Please eat." The old man stared at her in surprise. "This is too much," he said. "It is enough," Lina replied, even though her own hunger still burned inside her. The man ate slowly, carefully, as if every bite mattered. When he finished, his face seemed calmer. He looked at Lina with unusual warmth. "You gave when you had almost nothing," he said. "Why?" Lina lowered her eyes. "Because I know what it feels like to be hungry," she answered, "and because I pray that God does not forget me." The old man was quiet for a moment. Then he asked, "Do you think he has forgotten you?" Lina tried to be strong, but pain rose into her voice. "Sometimes," she whispered, "sometimes I wonder if he can see me at all. I pray, but life stays hard. I try to be kind, but I still feel alone." The old man slowly stood up, leaning on his walking stick. "Walk with me a little," he said. Lina hesitated, then nodded. They walked through the olive grove under the dim afternoon sky. The wind had softened now. Even the air felt strangely peaceful. Though the old man looked weak, his steps became steadier with each moment. At the end of the grove, they reached a small hill. From there, Lina could see the whole village below. The market, the well, the rooftops, the narrow roads she walked every day. The old man stopped and turned to her. "Lina," he said gently. She blinked. "How do you know my name?" The old man smiled. A soft golden light began to glow around him. At first, Lina thought the sun had broken through the clouds. But the sky was still gray. The light was coming from him. It grew brighter, warmer, and more beautiful than anything she had ever seen. The tired lines on his face disappeared. His eyes shone with deep love and peace. Lina stepped back, trembling. "Do not be afraid," he said. Her breath caught in her throat. Who are you?" The man's voice became calm and powerful, like music carried on the wind. "I am the one who heard you every night," he said. "I was with you when you cried alone. I was with you when you worked in silence. I was with you when others turned away. And today, I came to you as a stranger, and you welcomed me with love." Tears filled Lina's eyes. "God," she whispered. She fell to her knees. "I thought maybe you had forgotten me." The light around him grew softer, like a warm embrace. "I never forgot you," he said. "Not for one moment. Heaven sees what the world ignores. Every tear you hide, I have counted. Every act of kindness you offer, I remember. You were never abandoned, Lina. Never." She wept openly now, but her tears no longer felt heavy. They felt clean, like rain after a long dry season. Then God touched the empty half of bread still in her hand. At once, it became whole again, fresh, warm, and larger than before. He touched her worn sandals, and they became new. He touched the small cloth bag tied at her side, and it filled with flour, fruit, and coins enough to last many days. Lina looked in wonder. God smiled. "What is given in love is never lost," he said. "In my hands, even little becomes enough." Then the wind rose gently through the trees. The golden light became brighter and brighter until Lina had to close her eyes. When she opened them again, the hill was quiet. The old man was gone, but peace remained. Lina walked home with steady steps and a full heart. For the first time in many years, she did not feel afraid of tomorrow. She repaired her roof, bought food, and returned to work. But now something had changed inside her. Her face carried a light people could not explain. Soon, others noticed. A kind woman from the next lane offered her a place to learn sewing. A farmer gave her regular work. The schoolteacher let her sit outside the classroom and listen. Step by step, Lina's life began to grow. It was not magic that removed every struggle. It was something deeper. She knew now that she was seen. Years later, Lina became known in the village as someone who helped the poor, fed hungry children, and prayed for the brokenhearted. Whenever someone asked why she was so kind, she would smile and say, "Because once, when I thought I had nothing left, God met me on the road and showed me I was never alone." And maybe this story is for you too. Maybe you feel forgotten. Maybe your prayers seem quiet and unanswered. Maybe you are tired of being strong. But listen carefully. God is still near. He sees the tears you do not show others. He hears the prayers you whisper in the dark. He remembers every good thing you do, even when nobody thanks you for it. And sometimes, when your heart feels empty, He comes close in ways you do not expect. Through a stranger, a moment of mercy, a door that suddenly opens, or the strength to keep going one more day. So do not give up. God never abandons the hearts that trust Him. Even in silence, He is there. Even in pain, He is working. Even in waiting, He is near. And one day you will look back and realize He was walking beside you the whole time. Thank you for watching today's story of Lina. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more stories that inspire the soul. Let wisdom guide your steps, and may peace follow you always.